This is Dabu7. I have to say, it's pretty sad when people around the globe, finally turn their attention to the Ukraine after a plane goes down there. But they turn a blind eye, just totally look the other way when it comes to this genocide. That's right. Don't be afraid of the word. Genocide is taking place in Ukraine. They're shelling schools. They're shelling orphanages, residential places. They're not hitting military posts. They are crushing the subdivisions in which these people are living in. And as you can see right here in front of you, they'll bomb just about any building. Apartment building, it does not matter at this point. They don't care who's in it. And just like some of these other devils out here running some of these other governments would state, oh, well, you shouldn't have put rockets in a school. You shouldn't have hid rockets in an orphanage. That's ridiculous. Anyone that wants to buy that crap off the mainstream media, man, your day of awakening will be a rough one. Let's just put it that way. And you better hope it's not in the middle of the streets when all hell is breaking loose and you're just starting to come to. Because this beast system will use weapons that they're not supposed to underneath of international law. We've seen in Israel questions about phosphorus being used, and they've even admitted in doing so. Now we see in the Ukraine that Ukrainian troops, this is Kiev now, this puppet government, on many occasions have used incendiary weapons, including cluster bombs, against militia-held cities. Now, these are against the cities that the militia is holding. They care not if there's innocent people in there. They care not about any of it. They're going to continue in the mainstream media, blame Russia, blame Russia, blame Russia. How about blame Kiev for genocide? Yeah, Russia's no angel. They've done their dirt in the past. But in this situation, this conflict, they are murdering no one. They are not murdering innocent people, guys. So I suggest everyone reevaluate the situation here and not look at it as defending Russia or being against Russia or the United States or anything like that. Forget a flag. Forget these damn countries. Think about the people. We're all human, right? Forget about the religion. Throw it all out the window. We're all human. And it doesn't matter your color, your language, any of that. You and your children don't deserve to have to be pounded by airstrikes. And I'm telling you, I'm talking to every one of you because it can happen to you. You're not so special here in America that it's never going to happen to you. I hope some of you realize that. I hope you're not thinking that, oh, we're in America, it's never going to happen here. It's going to come, and when it comes, it will never leave. By design. So they're going to continue this onslaught here in the Ukraine. A lot of the shelling that's been taking place has been surpassed, been looked right past by all this information concerning this flight that went down. Now they're stating that they're having a hard time getting to the site because there's more fighting going on the ground. And that's just the reality of the situation that we're facing here with this flight going down in a war-torn region. So at this point, Russia is supplying video proof, as you can see right here, of phosphorus being used in the Ukraine. Now, this is not the first time. You have to remember, I've been watching this situation in the Ukraine for a while now. We've caught snipers sniping not only the police, but the protesters. How does that happen? Who's doing that? Well, for those of you just catching on to it, it's Maidan. They are the Nazi-backed soldiers, the snipers, who filmed killing both protesters and police when this whole thing broke loose in the Ukraine. And at that point, we realized there was another force out here. And when we went looking, we found that Maidan was being supported and backed by the U.S., and they ran the whole government out of the country. And in doing so, they used phosphorus as well. Now, it looks like they're doing it again, and they're also using cluster bombs, and it's not going to end until you shed light on it and people start saying something about it. So I'll leave links. I just wanted to update you guys on the situation here. It's going to continue to be genocide over here. I don't know of what other way to put it. And people just want to turn the cheek, look the other way. They don't want to deal with it. You know, same thing happening in other parts of the world. You can look at the fighting going on in Africa, Israel, Libya, Pakistan. All by design. And who dies in the end? The people. It's always the people. Never ever a Vladimir Putin. Never ever a Netanyahu. No. None of the master ringleaders. Always the people that gets killed. And that's genocide. By design. Spin Dabu 7. Eyes open.